Anyways, I'm gonna fly out to Zora Cape really quickly, just so I can save a few seconds. Because, sorry for yawning there, by the way. There's something I want to get in Zora Cape that I could have gotten a while ago once I got the hook shop, but I didn't really have the time for it whenever I did it. So yeah, we could actually go the next dungeon if we like, but I'm gonna pass on that for now. I think that there's a few better things we could do with our time, and the first one of which involves us. If you remember where we got the heart piece from the waterfall, like at the bottom of the waterfall, we're going to be doing pretty much the same thing. Um, I think someone in the game, I can't remember who it is, recommends that you head here to the top of the waterfall, because they actually say that you can get an extra bottle, which may help with the pirate stuffs. And holy hell, those life legs are freaking huge. Where do I go now? I think it's here. Cause where is it at now? Okay, yeah. Kind of a huge jump. Some of these friggin' distances that you have to make here, like, really friggin' large, I have to say. But, yeah, like, you can't, that was a too far away to make as well. Like, I wish you could tell the distance on these things better. Either way, though, we can get a red rupee for all that. And for climbing up at the top of the waterfall here, we have something that's actually kind of annoying. It's not necessarily difficult, and I am used to this part of the game too, but it's something kind of annoying. Welcome to the Waterfall Rapids, which you can see some beaver thing. A beaver thing with extremely trippy eyes, I'll say that. You again? You can't fool me with your green clothes. You want an empty bottle, don't you? Never learn your lesson. Coo. Okay, I'll give you one, but only if you can swim through all the rings in the river in under 2 minutes. So do you want to try? Sure, why not? 20 rings. So basically, to do this, you would basically need to go through one ring every 12 seconds, which is way too freaking easy, in my honest opinion. This is basically, you could compare this to Superman 64, if anything. Because you're basically swimming through rings, and even though this game controls a hell of a lot better than that game does, like, yeah, it's not necessarily difficult. You have to do this, not for spoilers, but you have to do this thing 4 times to get a heart piece. The first time you do this, you can actually get an empty bottle, but, well, not necessarily, but you'll see what I mean. There is a heart piece you can get here, which I'll be getting most of this off camera, because you're basically going to be doing the same basic thing 3 more freaking times. 4 times in total, so, yeah. As you can see, it is just not that difficult. Thankfully, this isn't really like a race, because otherwise I think that's impossible, because this guy's AI will automatically keep him ahead of you no matter what you do, from what I know. That was actually a really good run, though, admittedly. That was perfect. That's not good. Did you call me little brother? I called you big brother. Actually, what an empty bottle. Yeah, an empty bottle. Don't worry, little brother. Trust empty bottles are a treasure. I can't give you one just because you be my little brother. Can't just give you one. I'll give one after you race me once more against me. So will you try? You ass. 25 rings, don't fall behind. This is pretty much the exact same thing, just with a different beaver. Now, admittedly, do I think this is any more difficult? No. So yeah, you have to race this guy, and then you can get an empty bottle. Now, I'll basically be cutting this round out because, yeah, we don't need to really see it. Okay, was that really too difficult? Because I did that with almost half a minute left. You did it, little brother. Yeah, you did, big brother. There's nothing we can do, little brother. It's a mess, big brother. And they give us an empty bottle for all that. And you wanna know what the worst part about all that is? If you wanna get a heart piece, you gotta do all this a second time. So I'll see you guys then. Like, back in a minute. And I did not mean to leave into Group A post again. I don't know how I did that. So yeah. We'll be trying this yet again. Oh, they're up here this time around. He's back, little brother. Yeah, he's back, big brother. We don't have any more empty bottles, do we, little brother? No, we don't have any, big brother. If you say you want to race, though, that's fine. What are you willing to do? I'm willing to race. Anyways, I think the only difference with this one is that there's there's less time. And the rings might be a little bit different. Is this any more difficult, though? No, it isn't. So, I'm gonna meet you guys back up here yet again after I do both these races. Because it is not difficult at all to do both these. Round 4 is still not difficult in the slightest. He's a formidable opponent, little brother. Yeah, just okay, big brother. If you give that to him, I wonder if he'll leave us alone, little brother. Yeah, I want to quit, big brother. And they give us a piece of heart for all that. And we get our 11th heart container, which is actually really cool. I like it in Zelda games whenever you get your 11th heart container and it adds on like the second bar. I don't know why, I like that for some reason. Anyways, we're finally going to be warping and getting our... This is going to be something that I wanted to get for a long time, was the rewarding mountain village. And what's kind of sad is that we don't have much we could do anymore. We could go to the next dungeon, admittedly, but we're not going to because we could do some other things instead. Yeah, we're going to be heading in here and into the mountain smithy. I've kept you waiting, but it's done, see? And he gives us the razor sword has been strengthened. It's now a gilded sword. Newly reforged, your sword is better than ever and will never break. Meaning this sword is even better than the razor sword. And it doesn't break. Meaning this is the best regular weapon in the game. I love having this weapon because it's really OP. Next time, there's actually something I want to take care of in Southern Swamp. So, I think we'll see you guys. I'll, go to Southern Swamp, and next time, we'll start up what's in Southern Swamp, so I'll see you guys then. Actually, I think it's closer to Woodfall, so yeah, I'll go to Woodfall instead. See you guys then. Okay, so when you're in this section of Southern Swamp, close to where the Deku Palace is, there's actually an area that we could have gone to a long time ago, but I actually passed on it for now, because we aren't able to do too much in it immediately, but we are now. And actually, it's not that you can't do too much in it immediately, but you can. But it's like a lot easier now rather than early on. We're actually going to be heading to this area over here. Come on now, make this jump properly. Thank God. Now you can do this whenever you have the Adeku stick, or you can also do it whenever you have the fire arrows as well. Burn this web thing, and welcome to the Swamp Spider House, which has this guy in it. Ah, help me, I'm not a monster. The spider's cursed. It made me this way. I beg of you, in here, find all the gold ones, the cursed spiders, and quickly defeat them. When you defeat them, don't forget the spider token. It contains the spider's spear. If you lift the curse, I'll teach you something good. Hurry, please. This is awful. So, it seems that the Golden Skull Tools and Ocarina of Time are back, and still causing the same amount of trouble they were causing back then. So, I think I might go super speed here because it's kind of hard for me to recommend this as a walkthrough, like, the way it is. So, yeah, I think I'll see you guys then. Okay, when you're finally done with all that... Oh, I've been saved. I thought I was gonna die. See, a while back, someone told me I could become rich, and he gave me this mask. He said the instructions were inscribed somewhere in here. I went to look. I was cursed. If I had known it would be such an ordeal, I would have never taken it. Here, take it, it's yours. And he gives us the Mask of Truth, the same mask the Sheikah spoke of. This mask allows you to hear and understand the wisdom of the gossip stones and the thoughts of animals. Okay, so, now that we have that, there's not much else we need to do on these days here. There's one thing left in Clocktown to do, and that's obviously to finish the Honey and Darling mini-games off, which we're going to be heading off to do pretty much right about now. Okay, when you're back in Clocktown, the last thing that we need to do is with the Honey and Darling games, and they're really not, the last one's by far the easiest of all three of them, quite literally. Like, I don't know really, like the first one I'd say is probably the hardest if anything, because you actually have to kind of aim it, like, the second one you kind of have to aim as well, but this one's really simple. Anyways, target shooting day, which is not difficult, even with the targets moving. Having a bow to do this compared to, like, anything else, especially with unlimited arrows, isn't that difficult, really. Like, yeah, and I don't think it matters how many times you shoot the Honey and Darling either, but I don't know. Oh well, perfect! Honey, he got perfect score 3 days in a row. This is all we have left to give him, honey. And we can get a piece of heart for all that trouble. I'm trying to think if there's any other heart pieces that we can get at the moment. I can think of a few.